Welcome all you guys, gals, and non-binary pals. This is Erica Olivera.
And this is Colin Ayres, friends of Erica and host of the OzCon Connection.
And we are here to do a dual commentary on The Wonderful Wizard of Oz from 1910, the earliest surviving Oz film. And this film is only about 13 minutes long, but it is actually the first time The Wizard of Oz has ever been on film, like ever, even preceding the films that Baum created during his time with the Oz Film Manufacturing Company. This was actually done without his permission, apparently.
Yeah, I think
and
this
you can tell it's.
I think some
Go
of this
ahead.
was using some of the fairy logs information as well, wasn't it?
I
Some
think
radio
so.
plays. It's called the fairy logs.
Yeah, but you can tell you'll tell throughout the whole thing it's pretty different. The tone compared to Baum's, it's much darker, and it's a lot different. So, but let's go ahead and get started. And we got this off of YouTube, so. And they have the three farm hands.
So actually, the farmhands is a thing way before MGM. Then.
Meets the wonderful scarecrow. And here she actually meets the scarecrow in Oz, before Oz.
So Dorothy Gale is played by B.B. Daniels, and that is Imogen the cow. So this is linking in with the 1902 Broadway version. The scarecrow is played by Robert Leonard.
Why is there a turnstile in the cornfield?
I do not know. I guess.
Do you have to pay admission to pick the corn?
See the scarecrow pick the corn.
Yeah.
So I guess they're hinting that the weather isn't great right now.
That's just the Midwest, though.
So is the donkey Hank?
I don't know. I wonder if it's played by Fred Woodward.
So I'm having a quick look up. So it is Hank the Mule. So Hank the Mule is in the TikTok of Oz story. Imogen the cow never features in any of Baum's Oz stories, although Eric Shanower does have an Imogen the cow in his Giant Gardens of Oz book. So here we have the cyclone.
You can see the background, it just flapping around. That's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, it's 1910, so we're really in the infancy of... So we're just going to...
Oh, yeah.
The tornado's just taking away a haystack. We're not going to get a house in this version.
All missing is a boom mic. Blown into the land of Oz.
It kind of looks like they've gone to a tropical kind of place now than the Kansas farmyard. I'm not quite sure what they're doing other than moving around a lot. I'm trying to find out who plays
Mamba the witch asserts her power over the Wizard of Oz.
I guess Mamba the witch is maybe a combination of the Wicked Witch of the West and Mombi.
Yeah.
We've got some dancing. So I think we're in the throne room now, aren't we, at the Emerald City, pretty much?
Yeah, pretty much. And the wizard's over there on the far right.
And he's got a top hat on a little bit more. He looks like, yeah, he's stylized a little bit like the Neil Wizard of Oz drawings.
And here he's given power to Mamba to go back to Omaha, admitting he's a humbug. So here from the get-go, he's saying he's a fake.
Oh, so he's being bribed, essentially, I think.
Oh, okay.
Don't know who that guy is next to the wizard. Well, there's Ombi Ambi on the right-hand side, the soldier of the green.
Oh, yeah.
I think this is Mamba the witch now, yes. This
is
Mamba the witch. And did the wizard just cast a spell?
I think so, and I think he actually has powers in this.
There's a lot of very theatrical dancing, and did Mamba just
Yeah, a
fly
lot of
away?
like a lot of pantomime.
Yeah.
Glinda the Good changes Toto into a real protector. And yeah, and all of a sudden there's Toto. Like,
Oh, so just Toto just comes out of nowhere.
yeah, there's a
Okay,
lot of
Toto.
inconsistencies.
And then we've got like trees with faces in the background, so this must be like the fighting forest. Oh, hey,
Hmm.
Glinda. She's got kind
And
of
this
like
is like the
hearts
only
on.
time we see her.
Well, at least we see her, but yeah, she's kind of got hearts on there. She didn't come by balloon. She has got a wand though.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's generally thought that a lot of this is footage culled from the fairy logs and radio plays that Baum presented and showed in 1908. But then it was proven not to be the case when the film was recovered.
And they see his proclamation, and they're just going to be like, "This is not good." I don't know why they decide that instead of trying to figure out how to get home, but whatever.
So that's the Cowardly Lions now appeared.
Hmm.
Is that Toto again? Has he become a bigger
Yeah,
dog?
Linda turned him big,
Oh, okay.
turned him into a furry. Rusty Tin Woodman, after being oiled, proves grateful.
I suspect that you want to say more about that, Erica. Because Tin Man, we know he's your man.
Yeah, this is where it gets weird.
It's not really telling you us what Dorothy's mission is, or the Scarecrow's
Yeah,
mission, or so this is the actor of the Tin Man is. I'm not quite sure. I'm trying to find out. So they've oiled him up. He's moving. Is he drinking the oil?
no, it's a piccolo, like
Okay.
in the play.
So again, it's drawing on the
Yeah, and
actor who played
the
him.
way the animals are positioned, it makes me really uncomfortable. This is like somebody's fetish.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. The angles are a little bit strange.
Yeah, see, this is what I mean. It's like
It's an
furries
early
doing an eyes
version
wide
of
shut thing.
the Animal Farm
Yeah, yeah, Animal
pornographic
Farm.
movie.
Yeah, eyes wide shut on Animal Farm.
And then they're all off, assuming that they're going to the Emerald City to speak to the
Yeah.
wizard, because it doesn't really give us any much on-screen text to tell us what's happening. Our friends encounter Mamba the witch. Mamba the witch is an actress called Winifred Greenwood. I do like that the house is very much in the Neil style, where they look like they're alive with the eyes in the windows and
Mm-hmm.
the rounded roof. Is that a flying monkey or is it a flying frog? I can't
It
remember.
looks more like a frog to me, but it's flying around. That looked like a monkey there, kind of.
I mean, it's crude because obviously it's 1910, but you know, when you think about it being 1910, they're experimenting a lot and there's a lot going on. It could have just done with a little bit more text to tell us what's really happening.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he learns that water is fatal to a witch. So this looks like Mamba's captured Dorothy and she's randomly thrown a bucket of water and she's melted away or faded away. Some of the artwork in the
And they
background is quite
rejoice.
nice.
Mm-hmm.
But again, it's not doing a very good job of telling you what the story is.
Yeah, it's like the video a bunch of sixth graders put together. I mean, granted, this is 100 years ago, but
Yeah.
nowadays this would get like a C.
Dorothy reaches the Emerald City to claim the crown. Okay.
Sure. I guess that was their plan all along.
The Emerald City kind of looks very Denslow-ish now on the outside. If you look
Hmm.
at the styling of the emeralds, it looks very much like some of the styling from the original book.
Yeah.
So we seem to have like an army going in, and what to be
Yeah, they look.
munchkins potentially.
Yeah, I was gonna say they look like munchkins, like very tall munchkins,
Yeah, they're certainly not short munchkins.
especially in the hats.
The wizard free, the scarecrow made king. But didn't Dorothy wasn't Dorothy going to get the crown a minute ago?
Yeah,
The wizard's still up on the throne. We have the soldiers, Dorothy and the wizard.
and as a reward, he's gonna make someone else the king,
Oh, okay.
and she gets bupkis.
I mean, they do try and at least make them a little bit like the illustrated designs at times. It's very
Hmm.
It's very chaotic. It's
Yeah,
it's definitely even cruder than the Oz film manufacturing films for sure.
right. And it doesn't have the special effects that the Oz Manufacturing Company had,
Yeah,
like the double exposure.
at
And
least with the Oz film manufacturing ones, they do kind of tell the story with the with the panels. This
hmm.
really is very mixed. You wouldn't know what was going on unless you knew the books, perhaps. And even then, it's not in line with that.
Right. And it showed Dorothy going off with the wizard. I'm assuming that means she's going home.
So the Scarecrow's now king. He's got his crown.
Yeah. Wizard prepares for flight.
So this will be the wizard now creating his balloon, I think, maybe. He's a load of
Rules.
workers.
No,
Union rules
no
don't
work
work
after
after
12.
12.
Now that's something that
It's like,
looks like they borrowed for the MGM movie
yeah,
in the Merry Land of Oz.
it kind of does feel a little bit like that.
And the costumes look a little familiar too.
The costumes, I don't know if they might be from the 1902 play. I'm not,
Mm.
but I might be wrong on that one. I'm sure someone like David Maxine would correct us. The wizard
Wizard bids
bids
goodbye.
goodbye to Oz.
Mm.
So he's going off on his balloon. He just pulled out what looked like a rabbit.
Yeah.
I can see the Tin Man in the background. He seems to be showing people a few tricks, so he's just pulled out a bird. And a
I
dove.
think the scarecrow's way back there with the scarecrow on the left, and he's holding Dorothy, so I guess she's just staying.
Yeah, because the Toto's still there, the cowley line. I think
Mm-hmm.
either they weren't expecting him to quite go at that point, or they're seeing him off.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're trying to put Dorothy up to the hot air balloon.
It looks like they're just waving goodbye.
I don't know. It felt like they were trying to place Dorothy higher up to get to him, but with it not having any title cards, it's a little bit difficult to know what's meant to be going on. We have a
And
camel.
then, yeah, then there's some random camels. They were probably moving him to another set. And they didn't have time to retake the scene.
Okay, so that was exceptionally strange.
Yep.
I think I've kind of looked at it a bit at times and never really taken it in, but it doesn't know what it is. It doesn't even tell you what the heck is happening.
Yeah. And I mean, there are other films from this time period that are done a lot better that have actual stories going on. So I don't really think the fact that it's you know, a 1910 film really gives it an excuse. I just don't really, I just think it's just not a very well-made film,
Yeah,
even
it's
for
not.
its time.
It's definitely not a well-made film. It's certainly bizarre, um,
And
and
and slightly sexual.
yeah,
I don't know if that was on purpose or
I
by
th-
accident. Probably not by accident, but
I think it was
to a
done by
21st
accident.
century mind,
Yeah, the
it did age
positioning
well.
of the characters was perhaps doesn't hold well to the test of time nowadays. I mean, I'm glad it exists. It's
Yeah.
certainly a strange adaptation, an amalgamation of stuff, but it does still go to show just how influential the Wizard of Oz and the Oz books were back then. That we have
Hmm.
a 1910 silent film, and bizarre as it was, but certainly it makes me appreciate the Oz film manufacturing ones a little bit more now, because actually the effects are better in those and they tell the story better with the title cards.
Hmm.
Cool. Well, I guess that's the end of that one, Erica. And
Yep. Well, I hope you all enjoyed watching that, and I hope that you'll keep watching more videos as the weekend progresses. So stay tuned for more content, and have a good rest of your con weekend.
enjoy. Bye bye.
Bye.